Yen shasi mini an mado for me chia bibia. Ya do bibia ase. Yen shasi yemre ni shanti. Yen cha ho. Eni je de bi Ghana ho. Eni je Ghana. Eni je de ye kase ebi ni Ghana na meboa. Na eni je ne bi ni emonhwe. Obinchen baby asa sorry we say wo na memfa Kevin Taylor nko Obinchen baby asa sorry wo na memfa Kevin Taylor nko ho no sanity bichia obibia Harris michia Teresa Cody eno bibia wabasu bia michia o monhye na momfa amanfo emra esubi hwe menuanom me say me eno kre na mehu no meka na obi aye dey atibi mo de monhwe bonko so na monhwe na meba Minya me dasi. Ya dasi. Se mo aba be kan yo ho. Dia ho no. 2016 build up to 2016 elections now. Paul Adom Otchere ekoku busa former president Mahama nsemibre. Na munti ensem ni bi okan. Papa no ensem a okeka ye no na ato ye mpofimu a ye ho hwe a enyiyi ensem a oka ye edi ekire ye no oka no kura na emu odin edi kire Ghana for ye ntie na before no papa no oye nkomhyefo
and to work on behalf of all Ghanaians. I will leave it to history to be the judge of my time and contributions while in that highest office. I leave it to history to be the judge of my time and contributions while in that highest office.
That time he said he's leaving everything to history. Now has history really vindicated him? The question, no? Your guess is as good as mine. Mama yen kanokre ene wo kanokre akyere wo dofo a obetan wo ene but etena no eba beye adansidi kese di awo ene yebusa ho se ensem a Mahama kan kyere 2016 no otwa yentro ana okanokra imodin ekyere Ghana fo nanso na ye yasum ye de enti no yekotie akohwifo nkomo muntie. Nkomo ni bi ni muntie.
Available, but you didn't say it. He said it. You picked it up and you have carried it out.
No.
And your supporters give you credit.
I said that it wasn't a new idea there again. I said because the Constitution enjoined us to introduce it progressively.
Yes.
And I said that I was enjoined by the Constitution to do it progressively. He said free SHS now. But I said that access was more important, because if you made it free and the schools were not there for the children to go to, what was the use? And so I was going to put resources into expanding access, but I'll progressively introduce it. That was my program. And his program was free SHS now. He didn't talk about access, he didn't talk about quality. Those were the differences.
Have you actually?
So now again, it's the same, just throwing out the promises like they used to do in those days. One village, one dam. One village, one factory. What kind of factory? What kind of dam? If it's dugouts, we don't need dugouts.
Let's come to your promises, Your Excellency. So, in 2012, you won the election. It's been 4 years now. You made promises. You now have put up a green book. You said you are transforming Ghana. You have begun the process. Where is the evidence of this transformation?
Yunia, munti hani yo. Hwe enipa on se wo bo obra. Enipa so bo obra na wonim de wa achieve wa ma ho. Na nye obi ene de be ma wo a. Bebia yebebusa obia no wada kora na obetimi edey asori aka wo bibi na muntie enyiano a Mahama edemaye ose ya to abama 2012 2016 ede na wo yeye muntie ensem a papa no obeka na mome yenhwe se eyeye Ghana fo ne yenya botre amfo ye nyanto fom anhwe de na ekoso ene ma enkrofo bi nsem yeye de ana se sanet ye dia ene yenjai unnecessary fix the country because na obi fix the country no na sa request we won say Akufo-Addo abofra no Mahama man no kwan man be busa no question me be throw petition ana say me be yedede say ye hia Akufo-Addo ni Kevin Taylor one-on-one questioning ni enhwe say Akufo-Addo obetimi answer questions no te say de Mahama answer ne de no mo me enhwe.
A Ghanaian who walks in front of Flagstaff House will say, if he's non-partisan, will say that indeed there has been transformation in Ghana. Why would he say that?
I focused on 5 main areas. And in those 5 main areas, I believe that Ghanaians would see that some investment has gone into these areas. If you look at access to water, we've taken access to water from 58% in 2008 to 76% in 2014, 2015. That is a quantum jump. Urban water and rural
What
water.
you mean is 76% of Ghanaians now have.
Hwe mo hu 2016 no mo ye Paul Adom Otchere na nkasa no oni data oni information bia no akotena ho na saa kwa na ye friend Mahama o ye journalist na ko busa no questions no one prepare you look stupid in front of him.
Access to clean drinking
When
water.
in 2008,
It was 58%.
Okay.
And so today, I mean, I don't know if you live in the northern part of Accra, which used to be very water-starved, Adenta, East Legon, and other areas. I mean, if you live there, you would see that there's been a transformation because we're pumping in 20 million gallons more of water into Accra. From the desalination plant, we're pumping in another 10 million gallons of water. We've increased supply of water into Accra by more than 50 million gallons. And so more people are getting access to water, and that is just Accra. We've done small town water systems. They are accountable all over the country.
So water is one of them.
So water is one.
Yeah. So small town water system, any water all over the country as I'm not kind. I am a living witness of what the man is saying. Na me wo mampong. Ena obeye mampong kumewu agogo ensuo no me wo ho e no be ye de obe commission ye me se watena mampon da watena kumawu da watena agogo da anka obo se akoa no ayi manfo afi o ha wo ene monko asante mampon na monko ye se omo di nsuo ho ka yenko ye nim.
This is the other. In electricity, we have continued to extend power to all parts of the country. And so we've increased our access to power to almost 80%. And it is considered that in sub-Saharan Africa, Ghana is second only to South Africa in terms of access to power.
So that's better than Kenya?
Yes.
Better than Nigeria?
Second in sub-Saharan Africa.
Better than Cote d'Ivoire?
Second in sub-Saharan
Africa.
Better
than Zimbabwe?
Second in sub-Saharan Africa.
We'll check that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's...
You will check that.
Almost 80%.
Unim na wokotena ho busa no say you will check that because uko no questions how be busa no at least no obema president no a fair idea but enam say adwenbone o de ko hunti no obebusa question dia na ofi say obenya president no unaware but only intelligent man edin komo ono banyina onim de ode ba JM na minshra o de obetumi aye na aye ma Ghana for me say Ekufuado any John Mahama nkoane e wode a me I will go for John Mahama because onimnyansa na odwen kwa chire.
Of our people having access to power, and we are continuing to expand. And I believe that with the new communities that we're going to bring onto the grid, almost 1,800 to 2,000 of them, we should cross the 80% mark. Of course, there are some communities that you will find difficult to reach with the national transmission grid because of the remoteness from the grid system. And so what we're doing is we're covering those communities with solar power. And so they, even though they are not using electric power, are able to get electricity using solar generated modules. And so we've done quite well in power generation. Now that our power generation has stabilized, then it means that all those that we have connected onto the system are able to get more power. So that's electricity. Aside from that, if you take healthcare, we are building polyclinics.
Muntio, Muntie. Sa interview me nya time 2016 no metie ye. When the man was saying say omesisi hospitals no, omo ankohwe wo. Yesi Mahama twantro. Na yebusa se eyampa se Mahama sisi hospitals na wensisi afi na mo ye fix the country a and afari government hospital and na kumewu ono abebobo na ade de akere mo. And you will see the massive infrastructure development unyansafo we odema Ghana within 4 years. Obetimi atime I don't care. Na abrantia ne ho ofese se okasama no a na ade be na afiru mu. Se obi ye adepa na obo hu dawuru a na boni be no aye wa utie mi obekasa mi NDC ni a I don't care because NDC no enye mponche ne join eye nipa. I am talking about the president ayenya wo mo se obi atimi dwen after Kwame Nkrumah no ene kutu a champion so obi atimi hu anisuade hunu na John Mahama hu ye no a ankene ya solve most of our problems.
The health centers, we're building CHIPS compounds, we're building regional hospitals, we're building teaching hospitals all across the country. Our policy is that every district should have a good health facility.
What you say?
So let me capture that in propaganda terms.
What say? Let me capture that in propaganda. So who? No can asem no. You want to capture it, for propaganda. If he really wanted to do propaganda with it, he wouldn't have called you into his office. Sana mo ye machination na mo de akromfo na abese Ghana kwa
okay, if I were the politician of old, I would say one district, one hospital.
Okay,
so that's what you're doing. One district, one hospital.
Exactly. And so I'm sure that is how my opponent, puts his things.
But that's how many hospitals you are building?
But our district, we have 216 districts. Some have hospitals already.
Yeah.
Others don't, especially some of the newly created districts don't have hospitals. And so we've prioritized those newly created districts. And so we're building polyclinics, depending on the population. It's either a full-fledged hospital or a polyclinic that we can later upgrade into a hospital as the population continues to increase. And so we built 5 polyclinics in Upper West region. We built 5 polyclinics in Northern region. We built 5 polyclinics in Western region. We built 5 polyclinics in Brong-Ahafo region. We're building 10 polyclinics in Central region. We're building another 5 polyclinics in Greater Accra region. And we're sourcing the funding for building another 5 polyclinics in the Volta region. Aside from that, district hospitals, we're building several district hospitals. The Shai Osudoku District Hospital at Dodowa, I don't know if you've seen it, is one of such. We have Kumewu, we have Abetifi, we have so many of them. I can't remember exactly.
Masa, share Kofo Beye na Afemudie 2001 to 2008. Mi busa se, mi nya Kofo ye na Afemudie. Or a fantastic job, but me busa se infrastructure ya akweti akunyemu a woboboso no. Se Kofo no mo bae no mo be yi bi guru ho. Esa se jeje mu etimi de 4 years etimi me ma hospitals are all bobo a year anka bananka infrastructure nke ni problem ho. O maya un develop ye no. You first of all need infrastructure. And until na debia yakobo besiano. Yakobo besiane ba ni abedi. Obi bo besia odi ye adwuma no. Ni ye de gu na so. E na Otchere one by one enyomo de Ghana din, e de Ghana din koje besia e de beye ye no obobo no. Na ya ama ya sum MBA and Tinyan Sasem, you could din Quasiafuchi and Yele. And so Bomas Trono.
But there's so many of them. Then we have yes, then we have regional hospitals. We're building the new Wa Regional Hospital. We're building the Bolga Regional Hospital. We've actually got another 20 million to expand phase 2 of the Bolga Upper West Regional Hospital. We're building the
Upper West Regional Hospital. Na mi twem wo honum de bia ko na doli. And I'm a living witness. Na me ko na doli. Mi du na doli a na ma san faka e de awram kokro bi ho. Yes, friend of sa charapon sa. Enti na me hu Wa Hospital. Bolga Government Hospital me di mani ko hu ye. E ko wram e hu how massive and impressive that building was, and it still continued to be. Enti nyantro no utwa no. Yentoaso.
Akrade Hospital. We're building the Rich Hospital, which is going to become the Greater Accra Regional Hospital to ease the pressure of Kolebu. That's going to be a 620-bed hospital. And then we're building the new University of Ghana Teaching Hospital. That allows them to move their teaching, on campus and make it a center of excellence in terms of medical care. And so in the field of medicine, we need to put in the facility so that people can have access. What use is it to have affordability in terms of a national health insurance scheme when you do not have the facility?
Fantastic point.
Access that health care. So that has been one of our focuses. Aside from that, we have increased the number of health training institutions to about 95 from around 34 to about 95. So it means that more health professionals are being trained, health assistants, doctors, and other.
You see, Paul Adom Otchere was even astonished with the kind of the argument from the former president. Say, how can you be mentioning things off head like that? Because why? When you know you have done something, you talk with confidence and boldness.
Our staff are all being trained so that we can staff these hospitals. Aside from that, we did retrofitting of all the existing hospitals with new medical equipment. It cost us more than $200 million to replace all the old x-rays, all the old MRI scans, all the electrocardiograms and everything. And we did it for all the major hospitals. They received new equipment so that they are functioning at optimum. They're able to do their to people. So healthcare is one area in which we have made a major investment. Aside from that, we concentrated on education. In education, it's been from tertiary right down to primary. Of course, under primary and basic, our focus has been on eliminating the schools under trees. And from our count, we've built about 1,670 of those new schools under trees. It's not only schools under trees, but also substandard schools. Where there's a school but it's substandard, we have taken it out and put a new school block. In secondary education, of course, we realized there was a bottleneck. And so I came with the 200 community day senior high schools. So far, 123 have been given on contract. They are different.
Charlie, me a brand secret, met me a disa, and Numa we are papaya Ghana, Dabi Danisu, or rattle Nesano. Charlie, ya to Abama and Quasia for
stages of completion. They are being populated as they are being finished. And I know that in my second term of office, by 2021, would have built all the 200 and they'll be operational and they'll have children in them studying, and being able to realize their full potential. At the tertiary level, we've added the new universities. I inaugurated their new campus a few months ago. The University of Energy and Natural Resources. We've passed the Eastern University, which is the University of Environment and Sustainable Development. We've passed the bill through Parliament, and we've allocated $50 million to establish their campus. Aside from that, we are building autonomous universities out of the 3 UDS universities. We're developing their infrastructure so that at a certain point we can create separate universities out of the University of Development Studies. And so there are all these projects that are going on.
Have you seen the SSE results, the latest one?
Yes, I have.
It was very bad.
What do you mean by very bad?
Fantastic.
It was reported that it's one of the worst results that we had in terms of failure rate.
That is the misinformation.
Is it misinformation?
Absolutely misinformation. And I believe that
available, but you didn't say it, he said it. You
and some no be bree nene we na me bebo kire mo na me adom a etena ye dede wo ho no bebre mo minua no obi antan Akufo-Addo ena obi an enye so ebi otan NPP. I hold a membership card of NPP, but at the papa no and one ton no JM Oyiwadon JM Utrinkwa JM Oye di obetumi wasomo man ene Onyankopon di obetumi aye no ene waye no ene ye nte ase etena te se di okan no intirima ene beyi waye intirima omobekọ Ridge Hospital omeyi waye inchirima omma me beba be form akwa abuchi ombefa terminal 3 omeyi waye inchirima omote mampo a ene wo mo nsuo num no omeyi waye inchirima odi nsuo koma wo mo ewo ochiman hini kurom no omeyi waye inchirima usi Burger Hospital ma wo no omeyi waye enye usika eyoman sika nenso uyusu oman sika no ewo nyansa kwan so ene yedi oman sika eman kwasiafo de bonsa enne ye de oman sika e de dada member of parliament se ometo aba na yenji 11 tum enne ye de oman sika otiase e de dada miami nuaba se wa broni nenso so akire ni asan fa akire agisika no wasom oman wa ye de obetumi aye Oyiwadon ayiko akpe nami akpe kakakaka. Adios. Bye bye.